Hello. Right. We all learn things. How do we learn things? We learn things by different means of learning. So let me introduce to you something called VARK. What is VARK? VARK. It's not VARC, it's VARK. Okay? So VARK stands for V, visual, A, oral, R, reading, K is kinesthetic. What are these? So these are different means of learning things, right? When we want to learn something, we all use different means of learning. So it differs from person to person. For me, when I checked, my learning style was more of kinesthetic, and it is a combination of kinesthetic and visual, right? So I'm a person who doesn't like to read much. So what happens is when I learn things, I prefer to use visual or kinesthetic, more of kinesthetic and less of visual. So I probably may not be able to learn things by reading, preferably not by reading, right? Because I don't like to read much. It's my personal choice, right? It's the way I learn things. So we all need to understand what is the best way to learn things. So let's say, I'll just give you an example of operation of a machine, right? Or maybe operating a car. How do we operate a car? So I would prefer to operate a car, to learn to operate a car by doing it, like kinesthetic, right? I'll tell you what are these. So let me tell you what are these VARK actually means, and how do we learn things using VARK, right? So visual, some people like to learn by seeing things, right? Some people like to learn by listening or hearing. So that's oral, right? AURAL, oral. So people like to listen to things, how to operate or how to learn things. So people listen to it and learn. Some people like to learn by reading it, right? So that's why it is R. So VAR, and K is touch, right? Some people like to learn by touching things. So these are the different means of learning. So we need to understand how we can learn things so that it's easy for us to learn things by using those means. So as I said before, like operating a machine. So there will be manuals for machine, right? So manuals for machine, you can read it and learn. So I probably won't prefer to read and learn how to operate it because I don't like reading. Right? It's just a personal preference. It doesn't matter whether you have to learn by reading. If there is no other option, I would probably go and read and things and understand how to operate it. But it doesn't matter how we learn things. It matters how easy we can learn. What is the mode that we can use to learn things? So this is all we need to understand, and I would recommend you to go online. Just type VARK in Google and you will get a link to test what is the best means for you to learn things. So try it. It's a great tool to try it so that you understand and you know how you can learn things easily. So I've tested it for myself and I've learned, I understood that I can learn things by touching things. Like kinesthetic is more of my it's more of my learning style, and then the visual, so I see things and I learn it. So this is what I want to give you a message today. For now, I'm just signing off. We'll come up with another topic tomorrow. Goodbye.